Hey, good afternoon. It's May the 14th of 2020. I'm coming back to you today because I have two dreams that I need to tell you about. Now I had both these dreams, one about a month ago and another one a couple of months ago. And they really bother me. And I'm having to make myself be obedient and to put these out here. Okay, so listen, these dreams are for the people that are left behind. These dreams are for the people who are left in tribulation, and they're horrific. Now, you can believe me or not believe me. It's going to be up to you, okay? I'm only here to give the message. I'm not here to convince you, okay? Now, the first dream I'll tell you about is the one I had, the oldest dream. Okay, this dream was about Paula White. She's a mega pastor, Paula White. What this woman has done, I'm going to explain a little bit to you about her first, and then I'll tell you the dream. Okay, so she has elevated herself, okay? She's a false teacher. She's a false preacher, and she thinks very highly of herself, and she has exalted herself, okay? And now listen, I've already given you guys a video about a dream I had about dinosaurs are coming back. Now, I'm not here to convince you. I'm just here to tell you. Now, you can believe it or not. That's totally up to you. Okay, so in the dream, Paula White was, you know those, like if you go to a circus and the acrobats are on those swings that are hanging up in the air. They're like hanging up, I don't know, they got like these there's like a pole that they sit on this thing, and then it's got like two straps that they swing on back and forth. So Paula White was way up in the sky. There was nothing holding her swing up, but she was on the swing, and she was swinging back and forth way up high in the sky. And along came a pterodactyl, and it bit her left leg right off, right at the hip. It chomped her leg right off, just like that. Tore it right off. Okay? That's all there was to that dream. Take that to God for your own confirmation. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay? Now, the second dream is this one really disturbed me because, boy, howdy, I feel so sorry for the people who are left here during tribulation. I was like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Why did you play games with your salvation? Listen. Okay, so what's happened is, in this dream, I'll just tell you about the dream first, and then I'll explain a little bit. Okay, so in this dream, there was a giant. And I mean, this is not symbolic, metaphorical, anything. It's a real giant, okay? The book of Genesis says for the flood of Noah, says they existed then and then after. So a lot of people say, God destroyed all the giants. No, he did not. Because the Bible says they said, when God did the flood, that God killed all the giants. No, he didn't. Then where did David and Goliath come from? Okay, where did all the other giants they fought throughout all the time in the Bible? Okay, they still exist. And L.A. Marzulli, his channel, he's also got a video of a giant in Kandahar that our military killed. Okay, now you can either believe these things or not. Like I said, I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to tell you. So in my dream, there was a giant, and he was massive. He was like those really super, super tall lights that you might see at a football field or a stadium. How tall those are? That's how tall this giant was. And he was naked. He didn't have on any clothes. He had hair all over him. His teeth were black and they were rotted. And I kept trying to jump him. I kept trying to jump up and hit him. And the only place I could even think I could possibly hurt him would be in his private parts. And that's what I kept trying to do. I kept trying to hit him there, but I could never jump high enough to hit him there. And it was bloody, cracked and bloody. His skin was cracked and bloody. It wasn't like dripping blood, but it was just cracked, dry, and like dried blood. This was a disgusting thing. Okay, this giant was pure filth, pure evil, pure disgusting, and the most wretched looking thing. These movie industries, they can't even come close to what they really truly look like. I'm just telling you. This giant picked me up and slammed me against the wall and said, I could rape you right now if I wanted to, for it's in my heart to do so. Boom, that's the end of the dream. All right? Now, these women, the book of Enoch talks about women who are still having during the tribulation, the ones that still have their menses, they shall give birth to giants. Okay? Or no, I'm sorry. Let me back that up. It says they shall give birth to monsters. That's the wording. They shall give birth to monsters. Now, these giants exist now. They will exist then. And there's another little boy, Jeremy, who had the dream. He said that there will be giants and they are going to eat people. And I'm telling you now, this was a dream that I did not want to have. I wasn't looking for it, but God knows I'm going to be obedient and tell the things that he has given me. Please take this seriously. This is for these two dreams I just gave you are for the ones that are left behind. These are for the people who are going to go through the tribulation. They're literally going to be running from giants, from demons, and from dinosaurs. Laugh, scoff, mock all you want. I'm here just to give the message. All right. So, and the ones with the dinosaur, I had to hide in a concrete brick building because they were able to actually eat through wooden houses. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. And God help you all. God bless. I love you. Goodbye.